Hello, this is Michelle. Welcome to day 15 of the YouTube Advent Hop for the Live Art Journaling and Self-Development Facebook group. If you're not already part of that group, make sure you go to the link below in the description box and click on it, and that will take you to all the previous days' videos as well as get you ready for any upcoming videos. It's a great group and they always have all kinds of events going on like the one we have right now. And also make sure you like and comment on all the videos so that you can get put in the drawing for some prizes. So anyhow, my project is what I called a kindness jar. And my thought behind this was just to start 2021 out on a better note than last year was. And they say if you want to change the world and you want to change what you see, that you should start with yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm starting January 2nd and going through the 31st. And each day I'll have a prompt, and that's what I'll do. So I would love it if y'all joined me and made one of your own, and we can kind of do this together. So I'm just using a jar I pulled out of my recycle bin. I did have to soak it and then use Goo Gone and sand it like 2 times because that adhesive was really on there, but it did come off. I think the trick in this is very easy to do, and the trick is though to use thin coats and make sure they dry completely. If you go on there too soon or too thick, it will peel back some of the paint and then you'll have a hard time getting a nice smooth coverage. You can use your heat tool to dry it though, as long as you keep it moving so it doesn't form any bubbles. If you're impatient like me, sometimes that's what you have to do. Anyhow, I am going to set this to music and then I'll just keep kind of popping back in and discussing it as we go. I will list all my supplies in the description box below. They'll be through an Amazon affiliate link, so remember, if you use that, I will get a small compensation. But honestly, use supplies that you have at home. I think pretty much everything that I've used, you can make do with something that you already have. If you don't have gold leaf, you can use candy wrappers. That's the best way, right? Or you could also just use gold or silver paint, or even just omit that step completely.
While the snow is gently falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing, how they're headed for our
Okay, so I just used some craft sticks to write my random acts of kindness on, and you can use pieces of cardstock or whatever you have on hand. I just used those because my jar was really tall and this was the easiest way to pull them out. And you by no means need to paint them if you decide to use craft sticks. I just have that gorgeous gold gesso and I wanted to use it and add that with it. I also took a few of the prompts and put a little heart on the front and the back to remind myself to flip it over. And on some of them, like pay a stranger a compliment, I put pay yourself a compliment too, because I think we need to be kind to ourselves as well. So if you've never worked with gold leaf, it's very thin and fragile. It's fairly inexpensive and nothing compares to it for shimmer. And my favorite way to apply it is to just use a Yoo-hoo glue stick or any glue stick that you have. Apply it liberally and then place the gold leaf on and let it dry thoroughly, and then use a dry, stiff bristled brush to brush back the excess, and I really like the look that that achieves. Now I'm going to use black chalkboard paint to paint these little wooden pieces that I have, and I'm really trying hard to embrace my handwriting, so I did write kindness jar out, but I cheated and wrote it earlier. So don't mind the fact that I cheated a little.
The city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight. Sleigh bells ringing and my friends by my side, but it's not the same. Santa, I'm smiling but feeling empty inside, 'cause all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight. Oh, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight, tonight.
So that little wooden bead that I painted white is supposed to be like a knob, and I know you've seen them, like I'm pretty sure Tim Holtz has some, and I could have sworn I had some, but I didn't, so this is what I used to make do. It's just a lard wooden bead and a decorative brad on the top. And then I just rolled it in the leftover gold leaf that I have to kind of match the bottom. And then also separate it from all the stark white. So I am coming down to the final part of my project and just wrapping some of this twine around the top part of the jar and holding it in place with just little pieces or little bits of hot glue here and there, just so that it doesn't come apart and kind of keeps everything together. I kind of wish I had pulled back a little bit. I know I'm zoomed in a little bit close, but if you watch at the very end, I will have some still pictures so you can kind of see what the whole project looks like. Thank you again for watching, and I would love to see your jars if you make one, and make sure you go and look at the other videos and like and comment on theirs again so that your name can be placed in for the drawing. Lastly, I would like to wish everyone happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in whatever way you celebrate.